All right, welcome back to the John 2 Zone, episode 24. Damn, we're in our Kobe year.
We're in our right now year.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Now, I was about to say the podcast is older than us, technically. Not really, but like, number-wise, yeah.
If every episode was a year, then it would be older than us.
That's fair. It's already gone on longer than I expected it to. It's been several months.
It's dragging its corpse along behind it.
I would, I don't think there's a corpse to drag.
Well,
that
yeah,
would
it's been
assume it was
dragging since the beginning, so like it's reduced to
That's.
like just the head through sanding off.
I think we're underestimating it. We're still at our infancy form. Because I was doing this for years, but I still haven't. I'm technically 5 years old in podcasting years. So, and you guys are barely even one. You guys, I'm Big Bro, and Big Bro is 5 years old. It's insane. But, yeah, it's been a while since we last recorded. It was downstairs, right? Oh, my God. That ending was that was a shit show. It was just everyone. Jose just couldn't shut up. Yeah, we're the same way, except I have like a little bit of censorship to me. Jose was like, yeah, so my social security number, if you wanted to know, is 447. But I keep on hearing things. Is that you or is that
What, the creak or the click? The
click.
click is me. The creak is somebody outside opening a gate.
they're here to kill? They're here to kill us. They're trying to kill me. Yeah, I don't know. Work has killed me these past couple of weeks. I'm pooped. It's felt just like endless since, I don't know. I think since, I don't know. It's just been work, and then this weekend I didn't even get a chance to like sit down and relax. St. Patty's Day was this past weekend, and all I did was walk. I did not drink. I did more walking than I did drinking.
Yeah, I calculated last night that I walked 7 miles on like the Saturday, so I'm sure you were even more than that.
Yeah, I mean, 7 miles. How many steps would that equate to?
I'm not sure.
Let's see. Well, I got 7,000 steps today. Let's go. I got 25,000 steps. I don't know what that would equate to. A lot of steps, I'll tell you that. I got 25,000 steps. I should have drank 25,000 calories of beer. That's what I'm always saying.
So you're saying it takes about a calorie to do a step?
Yes.
All right.
It feels like it. Every step is just a waking nightmare, and it takes 1 calorie for all of it. It really does. But yeah, I know St. Patty's Day was this weekend. Just walked and drank a little bit, and then got really tired. That was it. My body, it's been a while since like I've been so physically fatigued because gym, I like, no, I'm going to put myself through this.
Yeah, like anytime you talk to Jim, he's just like, God, I fucking hate you. You should die. And then you come out of it like,
But I knew I was going to cry afterwards. I knew he was going to poke at my insecurities. He was going to call me a dirty whore. And then I was just going to have to live with that and, accept my emotions. But, yeah, it was just a different type of fatigue. Also, social fatigue. I just kept on running into people that I knew. And not kept on, but, like, it was a very socially draining, now that I think about it, day as well as physically draining. Drain, gang. No, I'm not going to. You don't even. What do you know about Young Lean?
I know the concept of lean.
I always wonder what you could slightly hear it in your mic. Just Jose cooking.
Oh, the fucking microwave.
Yep. All you hear is beep beep. No,
I wonder how far I could get into the kitchen with this microphone cable.
You could probably get all the way to the hallway.
Let's see. I'm gonna start.
I don't think you can get to the kitchen.
Yeah,
Don't
probably
don't,
not.
Don't
I'm not gonna pull on it any more
pull.
than I have to.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I can barely make it to Harrison's room.
Yeah, that's fair. Now that we have this information, what can we do with this?
Probably nothing.
Yeah, we're not creative enough. Dude, I had a weird ass dream last night. It's crazy. Anytime like I'm super tired and I like accidentally eat before dinner, or at least like way too close, I get weird dreams with like meanings behind them, and it just scares me to death.
I actually had a dream last night that you were in a podcast with Jeremy Allen White, and there was some sort of like action bit that you were doing with like a ton of like a ton of like cinematography camera work, and I was the one doing the cinematography, and like
that's actually next episode.
Yeah, I guess
Get ready to learn cinematography.
I mean, he's probably in the city right now.
He is. No, that's why I was like, it could happen. I would just need to become boys with him in like the span of 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. If Jeremy Allen White, you walk across, like you sit at like a bus stop, how are you becoming his friend?
Bro, I don't fucking know.
How are you opening? That's been a tweet for like, I don't know. Now that like engagement bait is a thing. Well, it's always been a thing, but now it's even stronger because you get.
Now it's like the main thing.
Because you get monetarily incentivized to just engage bait rather than actually make a good tweet. But that's just like 80% Twitter now. It's like, how would you open it? It's just like Sydney Sweeney. And just like someone saying, I'm going to blow my brains out right in front of her. That's all Twitter is now. And then you scroll down and then you'll see someone actually blowing their brains out and be like, oh, sick. This is not what I wanted today. It's it's a nightmare.
I like how sick works both as your reaction to it and an exclamation of your reaction to it.
Mm-hmm. They're calling me a wordsmith, baby. All I do is double entendres. But no, I wouldn't know how. I think there's some people I would know exactly what I would need to say whenever like I first meet them. Some people I don't. Maybe I should. Maybe I should plan what I say at some point. I think that's one of my flaws. I just kind
of that you don't come up with what you'd say to celebrities in your head.
No, not celebrities, just in general. Just I don't think before I speak. That's the issue here. The way I speak, it's equivalent to freeform jazz. You got to feel what I'm saying, not hear what I'm saying. Cuz I'm going to go where the heat's at. That's it. And wherever I feel like I'm faltering, I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. Like if I know I'm telling a boring story, I hit a kickflip real quick just to get people back into it. I'm trying to figure out if they're catching the audio from the kitchen, but it doesn't look like it is. It's just making me insecure.
Yeah, I feel like Harrison knows how to cut that stuff out anyway.
I don't expect him to. But Harrison's gonna love this if he's listening. I had a dream last night. Someone was like, or not last night, but a couple of nights ago, very vividly. One of my buddies that I know, that podcast that I met through SAS, he was in the dream. He was like, "You need to pay your producer. You need to pay Harrison." And I like to think that Harrison was just whispering in my ear that night.
Penis, penis, penis.
Penis, penis, penis. Also pay me. Penis, penis, penis. Pay me, pay me. And I was like, damn, maybe I should. If I had the funds.
Yeah.
If this channel made any kind of profit, I'd pay you guys first before I paid myself. That's a fact. But yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about I deterred myself with my own insecurities about hearing Jose cooking.
I mean, I think it was the dream to Jose cooking, to Harrison needing to deal with Jose cooking, to Harrison needing to get paid by you, to the dream you had. So now we're kind of full circle. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why. No, I was thinking more like, how would you open with a celebrity?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any answers there. That's not something I spend my time thinking about.
I mean, me neither. But like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like there's more people in Chicago now. How you open? How you see? What if you see beautiful blonde lady Sydney Sweeney? What you doing? What you doing?
How you doing?
Jesus Christ. I'm sick and not sick and tired of Sydney Sweeney, but I think we're at a point in society where I don't know if I've made this point. I was trying to make this point last episode, but I was so rudely interrupted. And I was like, where is this point going? I had a point, and my point was that Sydney Sweeney is all over the place, and everyone's like, wow, she's beautiful. She's defeating the woke left. I'm like, oh, wow, no, she's beautiful. She's so, like, anarchist. Like, she's, pro, like, I don't know, she's, like, pro-Palestine. She's, like, equality for all, sexualities or something. Something like that. I don't know. She's a very nice girl. She knows. She never, I don't know. She doesn't seem like a piece of shit. That's basically it. That's basically all I'm trying to say. And I don't know. People are projecting so many things onto her where I'm starting to realize the reason they're doing this to so many celebrities is that I think societally, we're at a point where a lot of women are now in control of themselves, their bodies, and how they're projected outside, to the rest of the world. Like they now can have their own jobs that pay just as well, and they have autonomy on everything they do, and men are losing that control on them, so they're doing, taking back Roe v. Wade and just like projecting whatever they want onto her so they can have like some semblance of control over just women in general. And I think Sydney Sweeney is at the forefront of this, which I feel bad about, but I think that's my 2 cents on like, just keep on seeing her. Cause I'm just like, why can't we be normal? Why can't and why does she in particular have to be in the center of all of this? Why is Sydney Sweeney at the cultural? There is a cultural war happening, and she is right in the middle of it for no reason in particular. She's just a hot movie star now. Like, that's it. She's a hot white movie star, which is probably another reason why, because she's white. But I don't know. That was I finally got my thoughts correctly in order, and that was my assessment. And it's crazy now that I came to that conclusion, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm right or wrong. I was like, I think I'm right. Because there's a lot of things, like, we've progressed a lot as a society, and sometimes it's like sexism isn't a thing, like, not isn't a thing, but like in this certain scenario it's not. But the fact that sexism exists makes it hard to decipher the situation, if that makes sense. I guess I would also assume racism, because I like being like, oh, this is racism. I'm like, no, it's not, but it could be. The mere existence of it makes my personal existence and others extremely hard. I don't like it anymore. I hate thinking about these things. I've become a philosopher in my free time when I should be inputting in invoices and listening to the man.
I mean, you shouldn't be inputting invoices in your free time.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, technically I did. I did a 30-minute lunch break. Not even 30 minutes. It was it was much shorter than that, but that was mostly because I was like, I can get off work sooner if I just I'll take the other 30 minutes later, boss. How about that? He was like, no, get back to work. Look at Excel sheets for the rest of your life, or at least for the next 6 months.
Yeah, I guess you're over halfway done now.
Yep. Halfway there, and who knows? Maybe we'll get an offer.
I mean, after the shit they've put you through for all the stuff you've been doing, that's not in your job description.
Yeah, I mean, it's intern. I don't know. They throw stuff at you. It's fine. Yeah. There's stuff in there that I'm not doing, so it's like, you lose some stuff, you gain some other things.
Yeah.
It's a circle of life. Gotta love it. God, I love. That's the thing. I like where I'm working. I just like.
Don't like what you're doing.
Not even that. I think anything I'd do at this point, just in marketing, just wouldn't make me happy.
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, there's some aspects I like, but the chances of me just doing that for the rest of my job, very much not possible. Just because that's not how the world works.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to. I'm still young. I could still figure things out. But yeah, it's very fun. Days like this, whenever it's really like weekends, whenever it's St. Patty's Day and it's really warm, and then it gets really cold, and you're like, damn, the weather is not the reason why I'm sad. There's many more things at play that is destroying me. It's not just because I am a little chilly and I need to wear another layer. It's a fun world we live in. I need to advocate for 4-day work weeks. That's what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah, wasn't Bernie introducing a bill for that?
I mean, probably.
Not that it really matters, but...
No, I mean, all of this, I mean, most of like that is just like temporary stuff. I'm going to get too doom and gloom if I go down this path. But
Yeah.
just like the little wins is nice, but then sometimes it's like, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a very little win.
Yeah.
4-day work weeks we're a long way away from there. I would be, at that point, I'll be 60, still renting, and I'll be like, no, the young people can't because I didn't. I'm mad because they have opportunities to have a better time than I did. Which is like, that's the whole point of what we're doing. That's always crazy that like older people are like, no, you guys can't have it better because we had it worse. That's not the point of life. We had to hunt and gather. We had to grab berries. I'm trying to. Do you think like whenever we were like pre-industrial revolution, where they're like, you guys had it so good. Now we got the machines.
I don't know. I feel like everything was just shit beforehand, so.
Yeah, but like, do you think they were happy? Like with the progression, or are they like today, like this day and age where it's like, you guys have it so good? Remember whenever I had to stab an elephant in the chest just to get to work?
I think there's a pretty big difference between stab an elephant in the chest just to get to work and the Industrial Revolution. Like, are you saying like from people going from hunter-gatherers to like civilized society versus like pre-industrial revolution?
I'm just talking
pre-industrial.
I'm just talking pre-industrial revolution just as a whole. I'm not really. I haven't locked in on a time zone yet, or not time zone, but like a time period. But just before, I don't know, a civilization. I remember when we didn't have a civilization. I remember when we were just kind of like, I don't know, Can you take care of my kids, please? I won't give you anything in return. I wish we had a central currency.
Gee, I sure wish antibiotics existed.
Damn. Only if I had a faster way to go around that used fossil fuels. But
man,
no.
I sure wish I had a credit card in 2000 BC.
Damn, I wish I really owned this land.
Damn, I wish my credit score was higher.
I wish I could consume more media, but no.
I wish the most recent Thok comic was 20% funnier.
God. I'm trying to think. I wish this cave drawing was a little bit more realistic. I went way too old. What else?
I wish my mitochondria worked 20% better.
All right.
I wish I was alive.
I wish I didn't die from this diarrhea. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
I
know,
wish
dude,
I didn't
life sucked.
explode from this explosive gas.
You see, back in my day when I had diarrhea, I'd die. And it's like, Dad, you were in the 1990s. What are you talking about?
I wish I wasn't obliterated by this nuclear explosion.
Jesus. I wish I wasn't a victim of Chernobyl.
I wish I wasn't torn apart by rabid dogs.
Yeah. I think we've beaten this dead dog. Damn.
I'm not even going for just old shit anymore. I'm just saying brutal ways to die.
Yeah. Dude, 1,000 Ways to Die. Why was that even on TV? Why? Old TV was insane. I mean, like, just cable TV in general is wild. Like, I saw a clip of some dude, and I think he was, like, with his buddies, and, like, they were in a hospital, but, like, he was all right. They're like, hey, like, they were talking to the doctor, and they were like, hey, like, he's had this beard forever. Like, he's never shaved it. Can you please just let us shave it? First of all, those are bad friends. Second of all, the doctor's like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Damn.
After, like, the friends are like, come on, man. They shave it, and there's just, like, swastikas, like, a bunch of, like, Nazi signage. And once they show, like, everyone, they're like, oh, fuck. And then his fiance comes in. They roll her in because she's also in the accident. And she's like, I don't even know who you are. He's like, no, they gave him a good time period. They were like, I was in high school and I was listening to this dumb stuff. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not that person anymore. It was 10 years ago. And that was it. That was the clip. But cable TV is just insane. Is just the most insane story because they don't actually have to write. The crazy thing isn't the story. It's like whatever that episode is the crazy thing. The concepts, like in House, whenever they had that one episode where the dad is incestual, but the daughter is also trans, and she didn't know that she was. It's just the concepts are just insane. Incestual pedophile, who also, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think all those things exist in the real world. They can't be that insane.
Yeah, but in the same family, like, no, all those things, like, I agree with you. They all, like, probably happen, but they just, like, stuff them in.
Kind of like trauma creates trauma.
Yeah, but that's a lot for one.
Some people have to deal with that shit.
For one woman. Yeah, but, like, in a 30-minute episode, it's wild. I don't even know what House, the TV show, is about. It's just
this perplexes me.
Yeah, no, because I don't know. I'm just very intrigued. That should be, instead of doing like not actual TV, but like Sopranos, Wire, Twin Peaks, like upper echelon TV, we should just watch like episodes of House, or just like, what was that movie? What was that TV show that was after the Super Bowl? It was like Tracker.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the same echelon where like if you start watching it, it's like the most crazy thing is gonna happen. Like a Nazi hologram is gonna come out of nowhere and be like, oh, okay, I guess we're killing Nazis now. This is okay.
What if we just went one step further and started reviewing like reality TV shows or like HGTV shows like House Hunters or something?
We can do MILF Manor.
Oh God, fuck that.
You were there, right?
I was.
That was a tough watch. That was a terrible watch. Just cable TV in general is just, what's the most insane thing we can do? And then people are like, oh, this is good because it's like so dramatic, because like every single act has a new thing. It's kind of like Family Guy, where it's like usually like 2 episodes. It's not like 2 episodes in one, but we're like the first story, and then that story will lead into the second story, and then boom, that's your episode. But that's basically with like Act 1, insane thing happens. Act 2, insane thing on top of that insane thing. Someone's about to die. Act 3, sometimes they love doing their 2-part episodes where they're like, you think this is insane? Wait until the next episode. Like, oh, you think House is being held hostage? Well, guess what? Someone dies. And we kill off a major character. They just love doing that. That's another thing I also respect in those TV shows. It's like they just want to do wild shit. They're just like, like, all right. Like, he's also gay, but he plays basketball, but he has cancer.
Just turns into a game of Clue.
Yes. Exactly. So what does he do with the hammer? This vexes me. All right. What have I? Let's see. We're 4 minutes in. I don't know. I didn't catch I didn't do all the talking points from last week, and one of them I totally forgot. I think this was not last week, but the week before that. It just said food poisoning is not fun.
No shit.
No, it's not. It's terrible. I remember just like middle of the night, I was like, I'm gonna die. My tummy is in the most pain it's ever been. And then I just like sat there. I think the thing that pisses me off the most about like having to use the restroom in the middle of the night is that I'm like, I know I'm losing sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can't get this back. I gotta hurry up so I can go back to sleep. That's the worst part about all of it. And then you also like just woke up, and so if you just had a dream, I don't know if you've had this because you have also had weird dreams, but I've had it with like normal dreams where I'm still in dream mentality, where I'm like, oh my god, like Donald Trump has started another jihad in middle America, and I'm on the run from Mitch McConnell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be sitting there just on the toilet, just like scared out of my mind. And I'm like, oh God, Donald Muad'dib Trump he's on his worm and he's about to kill me and my battalion of Lego minifigures. My brothers that I've grown to love are about to die at my hand as I lead them into their death. And then I'll have to like take a second to just like, okay, this is the real life. My life is actually
just fantasy.
Yeah, I was in a fantasy world, and
I was caught in a landslide.
No escape from reality.
And then you opened your eyes
to see that it was just a shittier. I was like, oh, I would have much rather had the Lego police officer that was my brother that, we first hated each other, but then we learned through like our battles that we're actually blood brothers, that we die for each other, and we eventually would. But oh my God, I can't explain the feeling, but it's like the worst. It's probably the worst feeling you could ever experience, but like, I think it's a top 10 worst feeling. Waking up in the middle of a nightmare because it's induced by food poisoning. Anytime. Because even like nightmares now, I'm able to like wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm fine. But if I need to poop, then it's like, oh, like it's just continuous. Mm-hmm. It's just like, because the terror is still going. And it's still going. But with nightmares, I can like wake up and I'm just like, deep breath, like, okay,
that wasn't real.
Obama hasn't killed my family yet. We're good. We're fine. I'm not actually living in Super Smash Brothers, but I have none of the abilities of any of the Smash characters, so I'm not about to just die. But
oh, by the way, the camera has been donked for a bit.
Donked. Welcome back. Are we good on lighting?
I'm gonna turn on that light.
Okay, yeah. Not that much time has passed. We're just, I don't know. That wasn't as long of a break as we usually take. Or we usually take that long of a break. I just didn't do much. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Why don't you ask me later? Oh my goodness, that was disgusting.
Oh my goodness!
I should kill myself. Just because I burped on camera. Harrison, cut that out. If you're watching this, Harrison, cut it. If not, then all right. So what? Let's see. What do we have for the second half? Let's see. Do you want to talk about Costco, guys, Dune Part 2, or the Oscars?
Dune 2 in space.
It was in space, yes. Good job, 2000. Dune 2 was so sick. I am Lisan al-Gaib, but I'm the Messiah in the sense that I'm gonna go back to my hometown and drink 3 beers.
Does he do that in the David Lynch Dune?
Yeah, I mean they do it in both. He drinks the water of life, and then he's like, "I will fight all of you."
I mean, that's not really his hometown, but close enough, I guess.
He is home with the Fremen. That is his home. Those are his people to take advantage of.
He's like, I'm gonna make this place your home.
Timothy Chalamet Muad'Dib heading to the south on a worm. I'm gonna make this place your home. Oh no, that should be the very end. Whenever he goes on his jihad, and he's like feeling it. He's got the crown, like the emperor's on his knees. That's how the movie ends, with Stilgar and them getting into the ships, and it's like.
Yeah, they just do a like rom-com ass ending.
Yeah, no, they also do the ending credits. You know how it'll like the beginning of like a 90s sitcom. They'll just like it's like that with like Stilgar in them and just the whole gang. Fade Routha with Austin Butler. He's like. And it's just like with like the title credits like Austin Butler, and then everyone's just like cheering. Woo! That would be sick. But I mean, it was good. I mean, what do you think about Dune Part 1?
I don't know. I feel like I have to rewatch it to like get my opinion back on it, because it's been a while since I thought about it all that much.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I saw Dune Part 1 pretty recently, and honestly, like it blew it out the water for me. Like Dune Part 2, I thought it was significantly just like, oh my god, like that was like Dune Part 2 was awesome for me. And then now that like I'm trying to think, I was like, there's nothing I really particularly liked about Dune, the first part. It was just kind of like the ending was cool, I guess, but like that was the ending. I think I need to rewatch it. Now that I keep on thinking about it, and like Oscar Isaacs was good.
Yeah.
And that Skarsgård is always good.
Yeah, I think part of the issue is that they had to do a bunch of the world building in that one so that they could get to the actual plot.
That's what I keep telling everyone. That's like, I don't know, I haven't seen Dune Part 1. I'm like, that's world building.
Yeah, and I think that's part of why I think I might have liked the first one better, is that I'm a lot more of a fan of like cool settings.
Of course you are, with your game designing ass. Of course you but it was, I liked it. I mean, the second one didn't do that much, because it was just on Arrakis. It wasn't on.
I mean, there was the Harkonnen planet. I forget what it's called, like Narkina 5.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, okay. Fair enough. They did have.
And the Emperor's planet. Although that was barely anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of missed the very beginning.
Well, that showed up a couple times.
Yeah, it did, but they were just like in a building.
Yeah, it was just like they brought Christopher Walken to a garden somewhere and filmed.
Yeah, that wasn't really world building in the sense. I think
Yeah.
what's Phaedroth's the
I think
Harkonnens?
Narkina 5. I'm just saying that, but I don't know if that's correct.
Like
or
that's
not.
an actual cool place.
Yeah.
Like oh my god, when they're in the hallway, that was awesome. Also spoilers for Doom Part 2 if you haven't seen it and you're a loser, unlike me who saw it last weekend. But that was cool. Like that whole hallway scene. I'm always enamored. I'm like, how do they make it look so big?
Yeah, I will say that one shot. I think it might have been in the trailers of the sandworm coming out of the cloud, like right in front of the army. Like you really feel the size of that.
Exactly. I thought that was so cool. I don't remember. I haven't stopped myself from watching trailers. I just haven't really gone out of my way to.
No.
There's just I don't know. It always shows a lot, and I'm like.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched one because it came up in my feed, and I was like, okay, I still haven't watched this yet. It's coming out soon. I guess I can.
I get all my like hype from just people being like, "This is a good movie," or just like, I don't know, like a Twitter clip or two, like this looks cool, like this looks fire, this actually looks terrible. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this. Like Madam Web, everyone's like, eh.
Yeah, or Megamind 2.
Don't get me started on Megamind 2. Oh my goodness. They couldn't even get Will Ferrell. He's like, nah.
Did they have any of the original actors back?
If they respected themselves, no. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they even... How good was the cast in the first place? Because wasn't Stephen Colbert, wasn't he Metro Man?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I think so. Here, let's see if I can... God, why does Harrison use Firefox?
Because I told him to.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's better than Chrome, and also you can use an ad blocker there without issues.
I don't care about that. I just don't like looking at the Fox. I used to be a Firefox kid, but Google Chrome has just been... What am I looking up? Megamind. Yeah, just Google Chrome is just easier.
Easier how exactly?
Oh, Brad Pitt was Metro Man.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Stephen Colbert does think David Cross is Minion. I forgot about that. Oh shit. Justin Theroux? He was in this? Who did he play? I love him in The Leftovers. Tina Fey was Roxanne.
No.
Ben Stiller was Bernard.
Oh, that was like the guy that Megamind took over the body of.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. And then Lord Scott. Lord Scott was his whenever he tried to
Or like Space Grandpa?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
Space Grandpa. And Will Ferrell Megamind.
Yeah.
Let's look at Megamind 2 cast. Cuz there's no way they got Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
Tina Fey.
Obviously Will Ferrell.
No. 2.3 on IMDb.
I know it was like 0% on Rotten Tomatoes for a while.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't see...
Yeah, from what I've heard, it sounds like it's just Disney Junior schlock.
It looks just like slop. That's all it looks like. It's taking forever to even download this. Or not download it, but to... we might have just downloaded a virus on his on his laptop just because we wanted to figure out who is actually playing.
What website are you looking at?
I'm looking at IMDb.
I don't think IMDb is going to give you a virus.
I mean, for Doom, the Doom Syndicate, yes. They will. Let's see. Okay, Keith Ferguson is Megamind. Who are these? This is an insane cast. One of the Lord Nighty Night. Do you know who, Josh Brenner? That sounds familiar.
Sounds like a cross between Josh Brolin and Jeremy Renner.
Oh, okay. He was in Silicon Valley, Mythic Quest, and Last of Us. Okay. Josh Brenner is Old Chum. Old Chum. Laura Post is Roxanne Ritchie. Tony Hale is actually in this. And he's like the biggest name besides Adam Lambert. Mm. There's Machiavellian. Yeah, Tony Hale's Mel. What else is it?
So there's none of the original actors?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what we
Not
needed
a single
to know.
one.
We don't need to spend any more of our thought on this damn movie.
There's Behemoth. Pierre Pressure. Polly 227. There's just fish. There's 3 fish. There's big kingfish, blue mackerel, red snapper. You got Carlos Alzariki, additional voices.
Additional notes.
Yeah, no, this is insane. I don't know why they even thought about doing this as a. Now I'm just gonna look at images. His smile pisses me off so much. Because I bet did they even he can't be a vocal point of this.
A focal point?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think it's just shitty all around. Like the trailer that they put out had so many animation issues in there.
Yeah, it just doesn't look good at all.
It's clearly just like an extended episode of the TV series.
I forgot they had a TV series.
Well, that's the whole point of the movie, is to lead into the TV series.
What are they doing? Why is there Megamind comics?
I'm sure those are better than the TV show.
It's Minion versus Megamind. It's $3.75. It's out of stock. The blue and the bold. All of these are just blue. Something with blue.
Yeah, okay, maybe not then.
I don't know. What happened? My God, I don't know why do we need it to be like, you need to put respect on Megamind's name? Is this something where like you destroyed this IP? Should we care?
I mean, I think since it's just the one movie and that's the only one that people care about, it's like.
But
whatever.
they're also doing a TV
want.
show now.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, since there hasn't been anything else good that's come out, that we can just pretend it's only the one thing. Kind of like with Avatar. Like, nothing else that's come out since the animated shows matters.
Yeah, but like we can at least make fun of like the M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I mean, most people don't think it exists.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like whatever. I don't know. Is this? I guess if Avatar can have a shitty movie, I guess everyone else can as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely like a Ghostbusters situation where if they actually want to try with this universe again, they're just going to throw away everything that's not the original thing.
Mm-hmm. But like, they threw away the good animation too.
Well, this whole thing is just a tax write-off. Well, I mean, no, because then they wouldn't have released it. I guess.
Should. What if like this was the equivalent to the Looney Tunes movie? Like there is a reason David
Zadislav, I think.
He was like, no, this is terrible. This is god awful.
Well, I think it was the Batgirl one that was actually bad. Apparently, the Wile E. Coyote one was actually good, and they're still.
That's what I heard too. Yeah, I mean, aren't they like, we're going to leak it? Did they leak the Batgirl movie?
No.
They're definitely not leaking this Wile E. Coyote movie.
Well, yeah, no, they said that they were like
shopping.
Like, yeah, shopping it around to other services, but they want too much for it, so nobody took it.
They said that like last year.
Yeah.
We're gonna shop it around. See, I'm like, no, you're not. You wanna kill art.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
And it sucks so much because like he's never gonna get any accountability for this. He's like just taking all the flack so he can get ousted eventually, and then they can pick up the pieces with somebody new with no repercussions.
Yeah, pretty much. They should put me in charge. I would just give all my favorite directors just an unlimited budget and just say go ham.
I mean, I think the whole reason he's doing all this shit is just because the immense debt they're in after the whole AT&T merger.
I didn't even care about that to begin with.
Well, nobody does. Only they and the like stockholders do.
Yeah, why would they even need to be with AT&T?
Well, they sold them. Like that
Oh.
was just like the merger before the whole Discovery thing,
Oh.
and like AT&T just offloaded a bunch of debt onto them. I'm pretty sure.
Fair. Yeah. But it is nice that I now, since I have AT&T, I also get HBO for free.
Mm.
That is the only good thing that is that has come from that situation. Everything else is terrible, and then hopefully HBO doesn't. That's my last bastion of like, please don't touch anything here. Let them make like a bunch of good TV shows and like one bad one, like that one with the weekend. I forgot the name of it. What's it called? It's like, I don't know, not pop star. I was thinking the most basic name ever. Hold on, what is that weekend? If the one person that's watching this is gonna be like, you bastard, how do you not know? The weekend TV show. They canceled it before The Idol, that's what it was.
Mm.
They canceled it
Yeah,
before it even made it to the end, which was like super rare because at this point everyone was eating up everything by HBO, like Euphoria, Succession, Barry. They were on a really solid run. Righteous Gemstones was around this time too. And it was kind of, I thought, honestly, I thought enough people hate watched it, and to the point where it deserved another season. But I think it might have been just a show for Twitter,
Mm.
maybe. But it was one of those where I didn't think it was for Twitter and that normal people would watch it. I think like the same people that liked Euphoria, I thought would watch it. So I thought it would be bigger. I didn't watch it at all. I still don't know what this show is about. But I think the ending was like bad. I need to remember how much I hate Sam Levinson so I can go on to write a TV now that I'm on camera, I can set this goal. I need to make a better TV series than Sam Levinson. That is, I think, my new goal in life. And if I can do something that even like even in the conversation, it doesn't have to be half as good, but like if people are like, well, the conversation is there. That's all I need. That's all I need. I think I can make it better than that, but if I'm just in the conversation, I'm happy. And I think that's the only piece of art that I would make out of spite. Everything else I'd make it out of a sense of I want to make this. So we'll see. I don't know. I hate Sam Levinson. That's all you're getting out of me from this.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the guy that made. Yeah, I think he's a nepo baby. I don't know if he is or not, but that's not the reason I hate him. He's he single-handedly ruined Euphoria, and he made it a soap opera. Whenever like HBO was like, oh, it's good writing, they show you something, they build on that. And Euphoria, they're just like, well, what if the women were bad and the men were good? I think that was the concept of The Idol. That I think Weeknd's character is like a cult leader, and then the girl who's like the pop star. I think at first you're supposed to be like, damn, she's being preyed upon by this cult leader, but in the end you're like, oh, it's actually the woman that's being manipulative or something. It's like, you're not saying anything. It's drama. It's soap opera. It's House.
Yeah.
It's House MD. There's no difference. And like, I guess there's just a certain, I expect, not to be all like snobbish, but like I expect HBO to be a little bit more highbrow, at least, writing wise.
Mm.
They have like something, at least some other just like bigger point they're trying to make. Like even like the comedies, like the other two, I think is like really funny, and like it's still funny, it's still pretty goofy, but like it doesn't take itself seriously, and it's like making a valid point about like this day and age with like celebrities and whatnot. It's awesome. I love it. Don't watch The Idol. Watch the other two. That's my recommendation. What other? How much time? I haven't.
You got 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Um, Oscars or Costco chicken bake? I think we can hit both of these, actually. I don't know how much to say about the Oscars, but there's this video. I think they're called, I don't know what they're called officially on TikTok, but have you seen that trend of on TikTok where it's like, we're the Mario Brothers. Of course we're going to like plunge your toilet. Or like, we're the Mario Brothers. Of course we're going to like jump on a Goomba. Have you seen that in any capacity? Okay. Well, there's a trend that does that. It's like, oh, like, we're mostly avoidant men. Like, of course we're not going to text you back. And like, that's a trend. And there's now this father and son where they're like, we're Costco guys. Of course we're going to come and try the chicken bake. And it's just like a little like round chubby boy with like heart just full of childlike wonder, just eating a chicken bake. And then it's his dad who's like jacked as hell. And he's like, we're Costco boys. Of course we're going to sit on the chairs that they have, or like the furniture. Like, we're Costco guys. Of course we're going to try the free samples and never buy it. And everyone that is like angry with the world are like, this, you know how there's a big trend with influencer parents where they're like, this kid is going to like hate them. Whatever. I think that's a big case for a lot of them. But this one is just like a dad hanging out with like his son who's like not old enough to understand like oh yeah, this is gonna be on the internet forever, but like he's just having a good time with his dad. And everyone's like, he's gonna hate you when you're older. Like, no, that's not. If you're making TikToks with your son,
yeah, there's a difference for like between like you become famous as a kid and then like that affects your life just because you're famous, versus you became famous as a kid because your parents are doing like shit to you.
Yeah, like there's other like horror stories, and I'm like, dude, they're going to Costco and eating chicken bakes. Like, they're having a good time. You're just not a fun person to be around. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not like this kid's gonna be remembered for more than the next like 2 months.
I mean, Mason Ramsey was.
Who's that?
The Yodel kid.
Who?
The Yodel kid. The Walmart Yodel kid. Do you not know about the Walmart Yodel kid?
No.
Yes, you. This is going to be a huge discovery for everybody involved if you don't know who the Walmart Yodel. I feel like we discover something new about you every day. But this, hold on. Let me just show you an image. Walmart Yodel kid. This one. This guy.
Oh, I guess that looks relatively familiar.
That's insane. I feel like this kid is like an A-list celebrity with like the meme. That was like the only meme you would see on the internet for like 5 years. But now he's like he's an older soul with like a deeper voice who like he can still sing, but like, I mean, in that video he can't really, but now he can. But no, yeah, he got like super famous, and like people are like, oh yeah, that's the kid. They'll definitely remember Chicken Bake Kid, but like, oh, I'm sorry, you had a good time with your dad and you accidentally went viral. Like, they were just having fun together. They both knew, like, oh, hey, like, this is a trend on TikTok. They knew exactly, what they're doing. They're just having fun. It's like, that's nothing. This is a nothing burger. You're just creating a dialogue from the thin air about, you're projecting your own insecurities on these people, which is like 80% of Twitter now. Just like, God, I know these people are miserable. Like, oh, these Gen Zers, they look like they're 30, but they talk like they're 16. I hate them. And it's like millennials saying this. And I'm like, you sound like the worst person of all time. Like, you sound so miserable, like psychoanalyzing every other person you see. Being like, oh, they actually hate their life. Like, no, they enjoy being alive. You don't. Like, think about, your own self.
You know, John, the more you talk about this sort of Twitter shit or TikTok shit, I'm just like, damn, am I glad that I don't care.
Yeah.
And I can just move on with my life. I don't have to care about these terminally online people being terminally online.
That's fair. Yeah. It's nothing to really. It's whatever.
Like all these 2-bit celebrities that don't matter.
Yeah, that's fair. The more I'm trying to explain Mason Ramsey to you, I'm like, does he really matter?
Yeah, I guarantee.
I'm just surprised that
wait,
you don't
okay,
know.
what was his name again?
Mason Ramsey.
Jose, do you know who Mason Ramsey is? God damn it.
I told you. The Yodel kid. You're just in your own little lane, which I think
fair.
that's more evident of you as a person. That's not like most people know who Mason Ramsey is. I think Mason Ramsey, he could be because he started off as a meme. So I think now he could be. I think he's at lowest B-list celebrity. Involving kids like 35 and or kids 35. He was just a fucking kid. He was 35.
He was only 35.
He was just a kid.
He didn't even have a full-time job yet.
His 401k didn't even mature. Fuck.
He didn't own a house.
He's just a 40-year-old kid. You didn't know any better. People defending Kevin Spacey. He's just a 40-year-old kid. That was actually gonna be the Epstein defense if he went to trial. He's just a fucking kid. No,
that's what he was doing.
no. That was. Imagine if Jeffrey Epstein was like, "Dude, I'm just a kid." It's like, no. God damn it. He was just a fucking kid. But no, I feel like 35 and under people know. It's more of a 50-50 once you get older than that for Mason Ramsey. Just in my opinion. But some of these people live on, I think, but just because of not who they are as a person, but that time and moment. Some people are also, like pieces of shit, so they're known for all their actions. Like Epstein.
Yeah.
If you associate Epstein with like something, it's like bad guy. But if it's like Mason Ramsey, I think it also depends on the person. If you're like able to outgrow it into any, or if that's just the only thing you are. It's an odd world we live in. You could just be a part of the zeitgeist without your consent. It's a little, and it's the luck of the draw. It really is. All right, well, we got a minute left.
Yeah.
Anything else? I want to eat a chicken bake. Can we go eat a chicken bake, Pa?
I wish you could like transfer Costco cards because I would definitely like get my mom's card and go to the Costco and get the Girl Scout cookie pretzels and get like the chicken pot pies.
Can we split a Costco card just between us?
I don't know. I'm not sure how the membership works.
Me neither. Where's the close?
And I know there's one in like Pilsen. Other than that, I'm not sure.
Fair, yeah. If we ever move out of this apartment, next apartment's going to be next to a Costco's.
Directly next to a Costco.
Yeah. All right. How much time do you have on there?
45 seconds.
45 seconds. I guess we can cut it now. Like, subscribe. If you're this far, why aren't you supporting me in all my endeavors? You should please. You should buy. Yeah.